Riffin with Rizzuo all day long. Oh, pulling up the news, oh, and I will sing you a song, 'cause oh, I got it bad. And oh, it's all so sad, but I'm here. I'm gonna try to make you cry. Oh my. Oh, and welcome to the Riffin with Rizzuo news, huh? This is your host, PAULRIZZUO here. Well, sure, I am here. I am to help you guys through the day. I know it's pretty hard to get through a full day of work. Oh, and here comes Paul the jerk, and I'm gonna say what's on my mind. Oh, about the news, oh, the current, events. And even though the oddities, yeah, the odd news is my favorite, which I'm actually excited because there's a whole bunch of horse shit that I've had flipping up on News of the Weird on the Reddit shit. So today I'm just digging right into it, so we can have at least time for about 5. But oh boy, just throw the earbuds in and turn up the speakers in the car if you're headed to work, or if you're headed home from work, or finish wiping your ass from your morning shit. Let's just dissect a little Riffin with Rizzuo news. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Flip up the Instagram. I'm on that at PAULRIZZUO Comedy. You got any stories you want to send me or any advice you need? Email me at paulrizzuo@gmail.com. Oh, that's RIZZUO. Oh, all right. Let's dig into it.
Let's do our song again.
Classic. Oh, boy. Riffin with I feel like a fucking old-timey singer. Oh, boy. All right, let's check it out. Let's bring up the first article of the night. All right. Man, love some good music to start the day. So to start the day. All right. Abercrombie and Fitch ex-CEO. Someone got fired, accused of exploiting men for sex. Well, no shit. That's pretty much what the whole company is. Look at the bag. The front of the bag is a fucking half-nude male model with a 9-pack. He's got 9 abs or whatever. How does he have 9? Looks like someone carved a hole in his stomach and took it out. All right. The ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch and his British partner face allegations of exploitation from men recruited for sex events they hosted around the world. Oh, I'm gonna have to agree with that. Wouldn't you know this a long time ago, when the models would stand outside the store in the mall? Yeah, you remember that? They still do that. I mean, I haven't been to the mall in a while because now Amazon exists, but still waiting for my package. Where the hell is it? That's all they would do. They'd hire the sex slaves to stand out there and not wear a shirt. They'd have ripped up jeans, and women to come up to like, oh, can I suck you off right in the mall parking lot here? And as the babies are going by, you're going to have toddlers with boners as soon as they go strolling past the male models. Male models, they were pretty sexy. If I was gay, I'd probably suck them off, then throw them over to the railing down to the first floor on the escalator and watch them get shredded out. Oh. A BBC investigation found a highly organized network. Wow, highly organized. You don't say. They used a middleman to find young men for the events with Mike Jeffries and Matthew Smith. Oh my God. They found a highly organized network. Oh. What did they fucking use? Grinder? What did they use to find the goddamn men? They just go on the beach and scoop them up with a tractor. Here, you're attractive. You got an 8-pack. Oh, you're attractive. You got a 9-pack. Oh, you're attractive. You got a tan on your ass liner. Oh. Now pull your drawers down and put the Abercrombie and Fitch pants on. Yeah. Put them on. Put them on. No, they'll fit you good. Can't even imagine what the hell Mike Jeffries and Matthew Smith did. 8 men told the BBC they attended these events, some of whom alleged they were exploited or abused. Yeah, they probably hit him with a bat a couple times, said, "Get up there. You're up to plate. you're up to bat." And they got a big black man up there. He hangs out his big dick bat, greeting all the women. And, hey, ladies, buy a tampon shopping bag, or buy a purse made out of cologne ties, or whatever the hell it is. That store smells like shit. Though it smells really terrible. Heck, what they do is they spray the cologne, in the vents. And as soon as you walk in the store and you light a match, the whole thing is flammable, and it all goes up in flames. Up in flames to hell. And that'll be one store that we're actually happy not to have. You buy something that's already half damaged. It's got holes ripped in it. It's like $80 for a fucking pair of jeans. What the hell do I want something that's half shredded out for, huh? I never got that. The couple's middleman denied any wrongdoing and said men went into these events with their eyes wide open. What the hell did they do to them? They put super glue on the end of their eyelids and stuck it to their skull. Oh boy. They say, hey, now you'll definitely be able to watch how we're gonna exploit you for the customer. Oh boy. Oh, Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, their brand went down the toilet. Which also owns the Hollister brand. Oh, I could have told you that. They're all brother and sister incest companies. They said it was appalled and disgusting by the alleged behavior. Shut up. You knew what the hell they were doing when you went in business with them, when they had the fucking models standing out there with no shirt on, trying to lure the younger generation of women in there to turn them into whores. It's so transparent, but of course we have to dig into it with our fucking shovels. Look at these clowns. All right, 2 former U.S. prosecutors who independently reviewed documents and testimony uncovered by the BBC have called for an investigation to determine whether charges for sex trafficking could be bought. Of course it can. Of course it can. Do you know the world we're living in? Your whole business is under the goddamn sexual act. Everybody's got to look sexy, and everyone's got to pay $100 for a fucking pair of jeans that are already ripped to hell by a tiger. Over 2 decades from the 1990s, the Mike Jeffries transformed A&F from a failing heritage outfitter, which is what it is now, back to square one, but into a multi-billion-dollar teen, highlight that one, teen retailer, by selling sex appeal with preppy all-American shirtless male store models and provocative billboards. Oh, no shit. Oh, that's just what I said. Oh, boy, that's just what I said. That's what the whole business really is. Selling sex to American broads, yeah. Oh, that's American lifestyle for you. If your parents don't corrupt you and everything else will, can't even wear a shirt without getting globally raped. Oh boy, everything's globally raping you. If it's not the phones to the eyes, it's the television. If it's not that, then it's the traffic lights. Stopping you in your path at every intersection. Once one of America's highest paid CEOs, he was a controversial figure whose faced claims of discrimination against staff, concerns about his lavish expenses, and complaints about the unofficial influence of his life partner, Matthew Smith. Matthew Smith. 2014, Mr. Jeffries stepped down and following declining sales and left with a retirement package valued at around $25 million. Oh, no wonder he stepped down. He made his money, he made the imprint, he turned some girls, lovely women into whores, and then he took the fucking $25 million. He's gonna be good. Live out on a yacht. And he'll probably have like 5 yachts. He'll just jump around like a trampoline, doing flips, wearing all the fucking clothes that he had made. He doesn't give a shit. He made his loot and he's getting the hell out. It doesn't matter if people don't like it anymore or not. Oh, or not. He made the impact then. He jumped the hell out. Oh, but I wish it was out of a window. Yeah, hopefully he jumped out of a window. That'd be fun. That would be fun to see him land on his knees. Yeah, jump out, watch his knees gushed. All over the road, and everyone can clap and be like, hey, he's not living with the $25 million. Hopefully he can donate to some fucking poor kids that actually need it instead of this goddamn sex clown. Oh. As part of a 2-year investigation, the BBC has spoken to 12 men who described attending or organizing events involving sex acts run for Mr. Jeffries, 79, and his British producer, her partner, Mr. Smith, 60, between 2009 and 2015. A couple years in between, the 8 men who attended the event said they were recruited by a middleman who they described as having a missing nose covered with a snakeskin patch. What the fuck? That's a turn in the story. The BBC has identified him as James Jacobson. Oh my, alright, hold on. Let's just have a visual, guys. Alright? Because if you're not laughing, then I'm laughing for you, but he has a missing nose, alright, covered with a snakeskin patch. What the fuck is that? Is there a... I gotta look a picture up. Hold on. James Jacobson. Missing nose, snakeskin patch. Let's see what comes up on the images. Alright. Images. Oh, images. Alright, come on. Oh, boy. I'm not seeing any images of that, but if you can visualize it, he probably wanted to be in the business that he fucked up so bad that the head CEO sawed his nose off and covered with whatever the hell he had left in his dryer, which was a snakeskin patch. Oh boy, and he's like a ghoul. He goes out there and recruits the 8 sexy men. He just waddles off into the woods. Probably to find his nose, or maybe to collect a $100 bill, to maybe get some surgery, but there's a whole other... Oh my god, this is the longest article I've ever fucking seen. I don't even know why the hell I started it. It's literally like, like 9 pages. Alright, let's just read the last paragraph, huh? A&F which is said it considers Mr. Jeffries its modern-day founder, told the BBC it was appalled and disgusting by his alleged behavior. Yeah, no shit, that was the beginning of it. But I guess you gotta close with what you started with. Kind of like when you open the top of a suitcase and you stuff a bunch of shit in there like you're leaving town. You gotta close it, unless all the clothes are gonna fall to the fucking floor. And you gotta pick it all up and you'll mix your Uber, your taxi, or your Lyft. It said new leadership has transformed the company into the values-driven organization we are today. And it has zero tolerance for abuse, harassment, or discrimination of any kind. Oh, but that's what your whole business is. It's all about being sexy and, shirtless men that come from the beach. Oh, along with the beach babes. That is their entire scene. So you can't really say that. You have to just blow up the company, take them out, and that'll show the appreciation. Or actually put a shirt on the fucking guy and then kill the tiger that's ripping all the jeans out. Alright, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to tell you or do except for maybe just end the company. I always see their shit on the racks at the thrift store, so no one's definitely wearing it anymore. It was more of a 2004 thing. Oh, all right. Next. Maine infant thrown from Amish buggy following crash in Lincoln County. Oh, Lincoln County. Now, really not surprised by this at all. The Amish buggies on the road, especially if it's one of their special religious holidays. Oh, they're all over the fucking road. I'm surprised there's not a 10-car pile-up at every turn. They need to have their own lane in the country. I don't know, a buggy lane at least, if you're going to have your whole family in a fucking horse. I know they don't really care about the horse. They'll have them haul them about 15 miles just to get some gasoline up his ass. So he can go a little further. That's what the horse needs. He also needs a little bit more corn to eat. Whitefield, yeah, right. Lincoln, a 1-month-old infant was reportedly hurt after being thrown from an Amish buggy following a crash in Whitefield. Oh boy, the infant's only 1 month old. You shouldn't be having him on that. You shouldn't carry a fucking 1 month old on the buggy. You guys are pretty dangerous. Why the hell would you try to murder the kid? When you're in a buggy and you have a little toddler, the chances of a revved up truck or tractor trailer or any teen bippy that's singing the songs, they're looking at their phone, they're not looking at you, they can barely see the road, and then you come up with whatever the hell you're holding. You don't have much, you have like a fucking flashlight in there. You're using a flashlight to light up the road. No wonder the horse tripping over its own hooves. What happened here? According to the Kennebec Journal, the crash happened at the intersection of Grand Army and Vigue Roads last Wednesday evening. Oh boy. Oh, I guess the Grand Army Road was fighting the Vigue Road. Yeah, that's the Grand Army for you. It twisted the road up and sent the horse in 2 different directions, so he split in half, and then the buggy just tipped on over, and the kid went flying down the road like a sled in Winterland. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says the baby was thrown from the horse-drawn buggy after a collision with a truck. Boom, I fucking nailed it. I told you about that. I told you it was going to be a truck coming up from a turn, trying to ramp over the horse's skull. Oh, how big were the tires on the truck, huh? 1 month old was taken to a hospital with minor injuries. Well, good that he only had minor injuries. Oh boy, I know the Amish wouldn't really care. They'll just fuck the sister and just flunk another one out in 9 months. so it can work the fields and gather the lettuce for the American crops. Now, authorities say it was dark and the buggy only had a lantern. Yeah, I said a flashlight, same thing. They don't use batteries, they use flames. And they didn't have any reflective signs. Yeah, also a problem. How the hell is anyone gonna see on a fucking pitch black road in the fall-y night? Yeah, the Amish gotta get it together. They gotta figure something out. Whatever the hell they're doing. I mean, I get it. I don't agree with the incest, but I like a potato that's not been processed 100 times. 100 times. I like a local baked potato. Yeah, I like the local produce. That the Amish root rip out of the ground. I can make a caramel pie with butternut squash and ice cream. That sounds like something I'll try to make tomorrow, but all right, well, best of luck to the Amish community. Maybe they can stop having sex with their fathers and mothers and maybe get a real plan together. They seem to build shit well, so build a better plan for the whole community here and stop fucking each other. And get some high beams on the horse. Maybe install light bulbs in the horse's eyes. A high definition bulb so it'll burn his sockets out and it'll really get him running so you can get to where the hell you are quicker. And maybe you can escape the scary little truck that ran your buggy off the road and almost killed your 1-month-old. Get it together, Amish. All right. Thanks. Stoneman Willie, mummified man to be buried after 128 years on display in Pennsylvania, which is where I'm from. What the hell is a Stoneman Willie? All right, so he's 128. Where was he? The true identity of the man was unknown for many years until now, when his real name will be inscribed on the tombstone of his grave. What the fuck? Look at this picture. Wow, this is scary. Oh my God. Maybe I'll attach the photo on the Insta-Gay there and throw it up maybe with this riffin episode, but it's pretty scary. I feel like I'm in Egypt. It looks like he's made out of wood. What the fuck? Right. He looks stoned, all right. Mr. Stoneman. Well, a mummified man is going to receive a proper burial after being on display at a funeral home in Pennsylvania for 128 years. Wait a minute. So they had him in a fucking display box in a funeral home. Are you guys are fucking with me, right? So all your residents, they're just walking past this fucking mummy and they're thinking that I'm gonna be dead like this man. They're just constantly reminded that they'll be mummified. It's just weird that they have him in a fucking funeral home for 128 years. Not 1 year, not 1 day go by and be like, hey, maybe we should get that thing the hell out of here. It's kind of disrespectful to all the elderly trying to live the last remaining years of their life. Instead of looking at this fucking wooden soldier or whatever. It looks like his teeth were carved out with hammers. Seriously, this picture's weird. They put him in a casket. Finally, they put him in a nice bed. And not a glass box on display. Stone wheelie. Stone wheelie. All right. Oh, boy. Pennsylvania is fucked up. They're crazy. They'll do shit like this. For a good example. Known as Stoneman Willie, the man died in a local jail. Oh, he died in a jail 1895. So you're pretty much playing with sticks and stones. Suffered from kidney failure after being arrested for pickpocketing, aka theft. Can you imagine? I got arrested for pickpocketing. What'd you do? Stabbed a hole in someone's leg and ripped their fucking leg muscles out. Oh, and took 2 quarters out of his pocket. Having fun today, guys. It's crazy because you don't know that this shit exists until you flip up the news, right? He was accidentally mummified. He was accidentally mummified by an undertaker who was experimenting with new embalming techniques. According to Allman's Funeral Home in Reading, Pennsylvania. Of course, it's Reading, Pennsylvania. It's the most fucked up city of all. A lot of crime. You don't see me going there unless I'm doing a comedy spot. They'll have an open mic. They'll head out. Dressed in a suit with a bow tie, Stoneman Willie is displayed in a coffin with a red sash across his chest with some weird fucking symbol on it. No, they don't say anything about that. His hair and teeth remain intact. Barely. His teeth are fucking mangled and busted out with, I'll say a hammer. Because what else would they use? Maybe the back end of a bat? Because they didn't have guns then. Or maybe they did. No more. I don't know what kind of guns they had. I don't know when the first gun was made. And his skin has taken on a leathery appearance. Yeah. It does look weird. It looks like wood. Somebody put a shiner on him. A shiny coat of solid. Having given a fake name at the time of his arrest, the man's identity remained unknown for many years. How many? 128 or what? The local officials were unable to contact any relatives. Whoa, why? Because they're all dead. Oh, they're all dead. This was 128 years ago. Using historical documents, Stoneman Willie's real name has been identified and will be inscribed at the bottom of tombstones of his tombstone when his body is buried on the 7th of October, which is today, actually. So, boy, rest in peace, Stoneman Willie. I'm sorry, pickpocketing shit. Oh. Look at him, they're rolling him out on a stretcher, it looks like, because the casket's too fucking heavy to hold. You probably need like 20 people to pick it up. We don't refer to him as Mummy. Well, that would be rude, right? We refer to him as our friend, Willie. Funeral director Kyle Blankenbiller said, he has just been such an icon. He scared so many residents. Such a storied part of not only Reading's past, but certainly its present. The funeral home has petitioned the state for permission to keep the body instead of burying it to monitor the process of the experimental embalming technique. Oh, great, so this guy still has to suffer because you want to test the fucking experiment out. Look at this picture. What the fuck is this? All right. Now I thought they were going to put the casket in a hearse or whatever they usually do, but it's in a fucking hot rod. It's got spinner wheels on it, and it's been hauled away by a motorcycle, guys. All right, these 2 pictures are definitely going online. I'm saving it right now. Oh, right now. Now, if they're just disrespecting this man, to the very end, but it doesn't seem like it's the end for him. They're just throwing him around like a coffin in a lake. Coffin in a lake, oh boy, that's Stoneman Willie. He was carried on a motorcycle hearse Yeah. As part of a parade for the city. Now they're showing them off. In a whole fucking parade of people. If the elderly home wasn't enough for you, here's everyone else to look at your fucking leathery ass. You'll probably fall out of the back of a fucking motorcycle hearse and go down the road like a sled in the winterland, but probably crashing like 5 families, and their lives. Oh boy, these are fun. They can't just put them to rest. They gotta haul them around on a fucking parade. No wonder it looks ridiculous. And then not only is he covered, but they have it's see-through glass, so you can really get a look at the coffin while you're riding by at 2 miles an hour, so everyone can point and laugh at him. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Stoneman Willie, I'm sorry that you're a part of the whole process of the experimental embalming technique, but you're gonna do good for the scientists so they can figure out, oh boy, I don't know what they're trying to figure out exactly, how long your skin stays intact before it melts off your body, before it decays, or how long you'll last as a mummy. If they're trying to wait another 128 years, they'll be dead themselves, so maybe you can collect a family, I don't know. But alright. Best luck there. Hopefully, maybe the parade's fun. Maybe someone will throw some candy at you and bring some life back into you, because that shit stays in your body for like 2 years. Kind of like if you were to swallow a piece of gum. But all right, let's take a look at one more. I gotta get the hell out of here. I know I always say 5. Try to make it 5, but I'm just, I never know how long they'll go. So, all right, next. Prisoners busted with phones behind bars. Oh boy. Well, how the hell did that happen? The National Emergency Alert System test, I heard that the other day, turned out to be a huge success for just about everyone. Why? It was annoying. I didn't like that sound. It almost blew my fucking eardrums out. I had my headphones in when it went off. That is, unless you were a prisoner with an illegal cell phone behind bars. What do you mean illegal? They just are illegal for prisoners. They're not allowed to have it. Millions of cell phone users across the U.S. got an alert Wednesday from the Federal Emergency Management Agency and FCC to ensure emergency alerts reach the public at a national level. Phones received both a test message and made a loud alert noise. Yes, it is loud. It really, really is. I wonder how many people went deaf. I can guarantee at least one person went deaf when that fucking alert went off. So they're not even calculating that. So you got those people, and then you got the prisoners that turned out to not be a success for them. However, the testing system made prisoners hiding phones an easy target for prison guards. They're just going around, where the hell is this sound coming from? Go check on Henry, go check on Marvin. Let's go club him in with a fucking nightstick and steal his phone, and then sell it on eBay. That's where I just bought my new phone from. Or not there, I got it from like Back Market or some shit. The New York State Prison official tells us that they confiscated 2 phones at Sing Sing Correctional Facility during the test. A Additionally, the source at FCI Coleman Low in Florida says they too confiscated 2 phones during their emergency test. Of course they want a fucking cell phone. They got a text or drug cartel to drop drugs into the prison from a fucking airplane while they're lifting weights outside. Yeah, it's the only way they could get the bag. The prison guards, they're too busy looking at porn on their phone while they're trying to keep everybody in line. It's unclear how many other prisons face similar circumstances. We called around in Arizona, California, Illinois, and others. But you gotta imagine, oh boy, that it was a problem nationwide. Nationwide is on our side. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, I can imagine it was a problem not just for the jailbirds, but for a lot of other people. Source in Nevada tells us most of their prisoners were already aware the alert was going to happen, likely turning their phones off, which is what I wish I would have done, but so they didn't confiscate any device. You got to have the sound off if you're in prison and you have a phone. Because if you fuck up the first time, they're really going to keep their eye on you after that, and you'll never be able to sneak anything in again. When Reach for Comment, the BOP told us, the Federal Bureau of Prisons, BOP, does not elaborate on specific internal security procedures for safety and security reasons. Oh boy, how about that? Unsurprisingly, we're told phones behind bars have become a growing problem. Yeah, everyone's got a phone, except for fucking kids that make them in China. They're trying to jump out of the fucking building, and there's a trampoline net to fling them back into their chair to work the electronic. That's what they do. They bring a fucking nail and a hammer, and they try to tap the nail through their ear the whole way so it reaches their brain so they can collapse on the fucking desk. Have a fan blow them out into the trash receptacle. That's the only window that they allow people to go out. They have implemented new tactics in trying to locate them, including phone-sniffing dogs called e-dogs. What the fuck? How do you train a dog to sniff a phone? Oh, I get it with drugs, but with phones, what do they do? Smell the cum on the phone, on the sticky fingers? Gross. I want to know what the hell the e-dogs are looking for. Something tells us prisoners may become more cautious the next time a public alert rolls around. Yeah, what you have to do is just keep your phone in silent. There's the solution for that. So whoever got caught, I guess, deserved it. Either that or when they rolled around in bed with the phone, they hit the switch up. And it was an accident, but if you're in prison, I would imagine you keep a close eye on that. Make sure it's off. Make sure the sound's off. Off. So you can keep your goddamn phone with you. Huh? Oh. All right, well, I'm off to bed. Oh, off to bed. Whatever, I'm off to work. Oh, boy. I'm actually not off to bed yet, but I'm off the computer. I gotta get the hell out of here. My eyes are deteriorating at every blink, so. All right, thanks for tuning in with RIFFIN with RIZZUO News. Follow me on Instagram, like, comment, subscribe to all that shit. And I'll talk to you kids, well, a little later. All right?